That's your right to put that up there. This is not a day for hate. This is a day for love. It's a day for love for our country, for our countrymen, right? By the way, all those guys back there, Antifa, right? I hate injustice, right? I hate female genital mutilation. I hate ideologies. I don't hate people. I love those guys. Let them protest. Let them protest. It's their right. Hi, Teresa. Hi. By the way, we love Teresa as well. Terrible politician, but I'm sure she's a nice woman. I mean, think about this. We're on Whitehall right now. We are right here in the heart of the British government, and they can hear us.
Strange girl, put your record on. Tell me your favorite song. Just go ahead and let your hair down. Now I'm asking him to change his ways. And no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself, now make that change. I'm starting with the man in the mirror.
It's a song written several years ago, and I hope it's going to be sung later on today. The first line of that song said this: you've got the words to change a nation, but you're biting your tongue. We're not going to bite our tongues anymore. We're not going to be silenced anymore. See, we are the silent majority, and the people that tried to close us down earlier on, the people that tried to silence us, they are fascists because they hate freedom of speech, and we are patriots because we love freedom of speech.
Jihadists who have watched or taken part in beheadings, floggings, stonings and amputations. Sadiq Khan's London is open to Pakistani hate preachers who are banned from addressing large crowds in their homeland, are welcome in London and allowed to tour mosques, poisoning minds and encouraging a hatred for all things Western. Sadiq Khan's London is open to unmonitored mosques. Mosques where children are beaten, sexually abused and raped. Mosques where children are raised to hate Jews, Christians and infidels. Where children are taught that gays and apostates deserve to be killed.
And of course, I'd like to congratulate the police who have the unenviable task of having to turn out on a Sunday in order to police the other end of this demonstration. Look at what we've got here today. Thousands loads of honest, decent, patriotic people who don't need a bodyguard, or not exactly a bodyguard, they don't need to be policed. And what have you got down that end? You've got the masked, cowardly thugs who want to stop you asserting your right to free speech. Now, what is free speech? We've all turned out today to celebrate it. Well, let me give you the Universal Declaration of Human Rights definition, 1948. Everyone has the right to freedom of opinion and expression. This right includes freedom to hold opinions without interference and to seek, receive and impart information and our ideas through any media, regardless of frontiers. Well, it's not legally binding, and we know that in many places it's not adhered to at all. But in Britain, we had very good free speech traditions up until fairly recently. There were no laws for free speech, but there were no laws until recently against free speech. And of course, in America, it's protected under their constitution. Well, freedom of speech is vital to Western civilization. It must be free to discuss ideas and issues, and that's what we've done over the last few centuries. And look what we've added to the world in terms of our law, our political systems, our science, our art, our literature, and our culture. It's put the modern world where it is today.
40s, 1950s, a new world order began. Globalism was born, and the world decided that the borders of the West were to come down. The communist countries demanded hate speech laws. They demanded hate speech laws so that they could torture and imprison political opponents and silence all dissent. Now, the Western world was a very different place then, and they said no to hate speech laws. But the communists never went away. They instead began the slow march through the institutions, into our schools, into our media, into our police. And then along came Islam, through our open borders, and it too demanded hate speech laws, and the traitorous Labour Party gave them their hate speech laws. Keep coming out in these numbers and resist this with everything you've got. Resist it.
What a feeling. Thank you. I want to thank every single person for coming today. Theresa May, guaranteed, is watching this.
Another failed romance. On and on. Does anybody know what we are living for? I guess I'm learning I must be woman now. I soon be turning around the corner now. On, yeah. The show must go on, yeah. Outside the dawn is breaking, but inside in the dark you're making to be free. Soul is painted like the wings of butterflies. Fairy tales of yesterday will go but never die. I will fly, my friend. Show must go on, yeah. The show must go on. I like to think that back in the day, it was the utility of freedom of speech that allowed gay people to freely discuss their own liberation. It was because of freedom of speech that drag artists could perform in the glittering West End of London, where I perform a weekly show at the Phoenix Artists Club. Tickets are £20. I have there's a singer who I love, and this next song is by this singer, and the reason I'm singing it is because about 2 weeks ago she did an interview in The Guardian, and she sadly expressed one of the forbidden opinions, ladies and gentlemen. And so gay Twitter was ablaze, saying Shania Twain is cancelled because she dared to say that she might have voted for Donald Trump had she not been a Canadian citizen living in Switzerland. All right, so her hypothetical scenario was deemed so unacceptable that the gays have abandoned her. Well, I haven't abandoned her. And now I know there's a lot of men here. There's probably more men than women. So ladies, this is your chance to make your voice heard, because we love Shania, don't we? All right, take it away. Okay, so what do you think here?